Oh, hey, a movie's starting. You know, we deserve a break. Let's watch. Let's sit down and watch. It's starting. All right, nice and comfy.
So, guys, what are we watching today?
Yeah, you know what? That's enough of that.
But I'm very anxious.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's watch a little more.
What does it say, Rich?
It says Demon Wind.
Demon Wind.
Oh, I can hear wind. That's the Demon Wind.
Are you sure it's not an unrelated wind? Oh my goodness gracious!
But those guys really gonna just talk the whole time?
Same way.
Somebody got burnt down across in 1931.
It was a lot more common back then, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you said the equivalent of a lawn flamingo in 1931. That's why homeowners association started. Stop all those lawn crucifixions.
Oh my God! I thought I told you before. Keep Fluffy in her cage at night.
This is the worst family barbecue ever.
I figured out the family lineage, by the way, gentlemen. I've seen this
this
film
movie we haven't watched?
I've seen the film before, 14 different times.
Oh my God, you've seen Demon Wind 14 times.
Yes, I know you guys have.
So this has to be really good, then.
Well, no,
I can't wait.
I've watched it 14 times so I can figure out what the fuck's going on.
I'm sorry, what was that? I wasn't listening.
Having a fireplace made out of cardboard and paper doesn't seem like the best idea. Jesus was always my favorite family member.
So what relation is Jesus?
That's our Uncle Jesus.
Great Uncle Jesus.
Jesus, ironically, all of his photos are in color, but all the people born in 1931, all their photos are in black and white. I don't know how they achieved this technological marvel. Would it hurt you to smile, Grandma? You're in Demon Wind. Your career is going places. Uncle Jesus, the college years. Oh, it's my favorite song, Washed in the Blood of the Lamb by Styx.
That's what you got?
Yeah. They like their candles, I guess. Their wicker baskets.
They love the Jesus.
The Jesus protects the house when, except for the fact that he doesn't protect the house. Candles, glass jars, religious photos, wicker baskets. Oh, now I know where my thrift store got all of its merchandise.
That's what you got?
Oh my God, this is the worst Thanksgiving ever. No one showed up. The one guy that did show up, they burned on a cross.
Help me, Jesus! I'm watching Demon Wind.
It's kind of funny. They have all this religious picture, all these religious pictures, you know. They have all these pictures of Jesus, but they never once mention Jesus in any of their spells. It's not religious, you know. Towards the end, Jay.
You've seen this movie before?
I've seen this movie before, Rich.
Oh,
MJ.
So you paid to see it again in a theater, huh?
I did.
That's.
Well, I mean, it's got to be good, right?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh my God! Out of all that religious shit, they didn't have a good cross to use. They had to make it out of cardboard.
Well, they spent all their money on the Jesus pictures.
Oh. Those boards are nailed to the door. That literally does nothing. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying, Rich?
I know what you're saying.
They're just nailed to the door. They're not keeping the oh, I guess a little bit goes on the front.
A couple of them are on the front.
I guess okay.
It would keep you from pulling the door out.
Sure. But you know what? In my personal experience, if a demon wants to get in your house, nothing's gonna stop it. You know?
Getting stronger.
Did Zach Baggins tell you that?
He did.
Did you bring the daggers?
Yeah.
And the diary?
You always told me like my cooking? He's just having a diabetic reaction to her Christmas cookies. This is what happens when Rich eats fish.
You stop, George.
I told you I was allergic to your green bean casserole.
Just went to the gym with John Travolta.
I don't understand that joke at all, but
I think I do, and I don't like it.
does John Travolta have diseases? I don't understand your joke.
I think it was a semen joke.
Like that's what was coming out of his mouth, all curdled and disgusted, filled with blood.
That's what Hollywood does to you. Are you sure we're not watching David Lynch's Dune? This is the Baron, right?
Yeah, drink this snow globe.
Drink the snow globe.
It's got Benadryl in it.
It's the end of both of us.
Now the snow globe is magic, Rich. For no reason at all. If she breaks the snow globe,
Jesus snow globe.
the curse is broken. No. Something.
No.
It's filled with gasoline. I really don't know. Although this is only their second worst monster.
I'm not liking this gritty citizen kid.
Is that the end of the movie? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ireland's most advanced expressway. Not bad. Pretty good.
Not bad.
As soon as we meet our hero Corey, I'll explain to you the lineage. Or you guys just ask me.
Anything about
I mean,
what
this
you're
is the
thinking.
premise.
think about driving.
He's driving. He's taking his
How
girlfriend.
much farther is it to your
What the hell's
grandparents'
her name?
farm?
Diane or
don't
something? I don't know.
I think not.
Lily Rabe.
B. Arthur?
No, he's driving her. Oh, here's a flashback. He's driving her to find his grandparents' farmhouse. And now this is Corey's dad. He hasn't seen his dad his whole life, and he decides to look him up and visit him.
Dad.
And then the very next day after
What was
being
it like when
visited
you
by
saw
his son Corey, his dad kills
Just an old
himself.
drunk
So a pretty standard Christmas.
stranger.
I mean,
Maybe he
Can
killed
you
himself
blame him?
because he lived in
No.
a cardboard apartment building.
What is?
or Corey told him he was going
I
to
really
pursue
wanted you to
acting.
find you, Dad. I thought
I'm
it
in
would
this
help you
new
as a
film
doctor
called
if you helped
Demon
find
Wind.
him.
Fuck
I'm
this!
sorry I ever laid eyes on him.
Can't live with the shame.
I can't
It
live
means
with
that
the
in
shame
48
of your
hours, you've not
career.
looked at me in the face once.
But he hasn't
In fact,
told
you
his
found your
girlfriend
father,
about
you
that his
completely
father
and
killed
totally
himself.
cut me out of
All
your
he
life,
told
and
her
I'd just like
is,
to know why.
listen, we got to go find my grandparents' farm.
Yeah.
And
But
I'm
for
going to
what?
invite 12 of my whitest friends to come
Started up here
along
this morning.
so they can be killed off one by demons.
I mean, it sounds like a fun group activity.
A couple more of them could have rode with in that car.
But yeah, saved on gas.
Yeah.
No room. The back seat was taken up with all of his emotional baggage.
Parents, it's 10 a.m. Do you know where your neglected redheaded stepchild is? Oh my God. You're not going to touch the car with that stick. It's just not going to happen. Also, they invented soap. That little girl. Get in the bathtub. Unless you're a ghost. Do you think she's a ghost?
I don't know. There's no indication that she is or isn't.
She looks like she could be inbred, though.
I think that's very rude.
See, that's why I thought this was Ireland. Some scummy, dirty Irish child. It's just in the shot. You know what I mean? The unwashed Irish child is just in their shot.
Did you just assume that they don't take baths in Ireland?
I don't know. I don't know much about Ireland. Isn't driving fun?
So?
Don't you love watching people drive
Just that sense.
somewhere, Rich, in a film?
Since I saw my old man, there's
Depends. I mean, it works in Cannonball Run.
My head like a
Would
loud
you say Deamon Win is the
telling me to get
Cannonball
to that
Run of
farm.
horror films?
I think that's a very accurate statement, yes.
It sounded like you said Cannibal Run.
I did the first time.
No, Rich.
Oh.
So we're gonna workshop that later. Okay.
Cannibal Run?
Cannibal Run's a good name for a horror film.
But first, we got to talk about this gas station
I've been here before.
and this
What?
very common dream that I've had. I don't know about you guys.
It's being naked at a gas station you've never been to before.
Right. We're holding a. What is he holding?
I think he's there for a lube job.
Oh yeah, we were naked at a gas station and your bloody mother comes out. That's it. I've had this dream before. Oh, that's not his mother. That's his grandmother.
Yes.
Would you like me to talk about the lineage yet?
Why don't you please tell me about the lineage?
Well, they're about to go inside the gas station, and that's some of the best scenes in the film. Because we get to see the paper mache gas station.
You just had the naked dream. That's pretty insane.
I'll wait till the next driving scene, okay, to talk about the lineage. Because I still don't understand it.
More than one driving scene?
Yes. There's lots of driving and walking and waiting.
But why?
That was the original title of the film.
Corey, are you all right?
Yeah.
This road is really doing a number on my
Just need to go
hemorrhoids.
somewhere else.
Well, I'm fine now, really.
Oopsie. They spot the gas station from the top of the hill, and then they take the car 3 miles an hour to the gas station so that we can wait even longer for them to get there. This is where he chose to put his gas station?
This does seem like a terrible location.
Oh, thank God. I haven't had a customer since 1952.
There's not even like a gravel parking lot. It's just in the middle of a field.
Because it's fake. It's a fake gas station, Jay.
Oh.
There's literally no infrastructure around where they could fill the gas tanks up under the ground or anything.
But it's a spooky supernatural gas station. Like, it shouldn't be there.
I do you for?
Maybe if it's a ghost gas station, perhaps. But I think they just didn't want to film at a real gas station.
This map says it's right near
so they
here.
just made one. I the first time I saw this film, I thought that it was going to blow up.
Unless you want some gas.
It's like when they have an old car in the middle of a field.
Oh,
this
yeah,
film
you know
was,
what's coming.
This film was destined to flop.
What?
There's no way this film was going to blow up.
No, the gas station, not the film. There's no such place as a barber shop either, so don't go looking for that. Do you think these gas pumps actually
Maybe
work?
he's right. The map could be wrong.
Do you think these actors actually work?
No, not anymore. Not after Deamon One came out.
This is the place in the dream.
If you had a
farm
dream
you're
where
feeling.
you were naked and your mother was bloodied with her throat ripped open, would you stop at this gas station? I probably wouldn't. I'd skip it.
I mean, they got a window made out of white duct tape.
It looks like Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's like that junky looking.
And Rich, this is a gas station, not a high school play set. I guess this movie takes place in a world where all the buildings are constructed from paper mache.
Hello? Plywood. Okay.
Anybody here?
Well, the window on that door is definitely made of white duct tape.
It's like it's like plastic tarp. That's like cardboard. Oh, I picked the wrong boyfriend. No, what should I order? Hey, lady, the
Wait,
bathroom's
no, he
out
was
back.
the one that was naked in the dream.
Hey, Harmon.
Oh, she's going to release some demon wind.
Oh no.
This is very common behavior. It's very realistic.
A moon for the
This is
misbegotten.
what the humans do.
Please. Corey, I just want you to lighten
Is
up.
this movie made by the demon wind?
Maybe they're on their honeymoon.
Bathroom's out back.
I'm afraid the character made a joke about that.
Can we get something to drink?
He says something about a moon. I think it's a quote from something.
We have beer, Coke, water, and goat's milk.
Ooh, I'll take the goat's milk.
Coke, please.
Same.
Thank you. Has anyone else been in here today?
Old Man Devers a week ago. And Mrs. Wilson came by with little
This lady
Linda
looks
last
like
week.
she's from 1940 or
Were you
30.
little Linda's friend?
Is she a ghost?
I think she's a
Did
ghost.
you meet her when she
You
went
think?
away
Or a
to
demon?
school?
Yeah.
A demon disguised as a person?
I think she's a demon ghost from from Grandma's time.
I think
Do you think they're
maybe
turning a
little
profit
Linda got into
with those
trouble and they
50
sent her
cent fish
away.
burgers?
Did you meet little
Well, I
Linda?
mean,
in school?
nobody drives by there for gas,
No,
so
we
they
don't
got to
know Little
supplement
Linda.
their income somehow.
Can you tell us how far the Carter
Do you
farm
think
is
the gas
from here?
pumps even work?
No.
They're just there for show. It's like a decoration.
To
You know,
entice you to come in and get a sandwich.
right, a fish
To
burger.
get a fish burger.
Never
Or a
heard of it.
barbecue.
A barbecued fish burger?
Sure, why not?
Hey, I need some gas. Oh, our gas pumps don't work.
gotta
But
be
come
Dell's
on,
Creek.
have a fish burger while you're here.
And some goat's milk. I still understand why Dell kisses her on the mouth.
They're a very close group of friends.
It's a little, that's like his best buddy's girlfriend, and he just kisses her on the fucking mouth.
Well, now, don't you look good enough
He's
to eat?
the asshole. His character is the asshole.
Corey, my
And
man.
he starts smooching her, and his line is, "That's why I keep her around." He says it 3 times.
Hi, Dell. How was the drive?
He's the asshole.
You know how
Dell
women
just
are.
spreads
Past
around
that last mall, Terry
hoopies amongst
panicked, and we
everybody.
had to stop.
Now, Corey has invited
And you,
11 of his
do
white
look
friends to go with him to his haunted grandparents' cabin for no reason at all. Perhaps for them to
That
get
is why
killed
I
off
keep her around.
or turned into demons.
They're there for emotional support. He knows what he's going to find at this abandoned cabin that somebody died at 60 years earlier.
Divine. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't
You need 25 of your 40-year-old high school friends.
Bizarre greeting rituals of the subculture.
Thanks for coming with me on this very, very vague
Good
mission.
afternoon, Mr. Harmon.
Jack, man, am I
I'll tell you
glad
all
to see
about
you.
it when we get to the
Your message sounded
demonically
urgent.
possessed, burnt down
here we are.
cabin.
Thanks for coming.
Then I'll tell you all about
mean-
why you're here.
Yeah, well, if you two
I'm in.
homos can keep your hands off each other for a second, let's get
Sign
something
me up,
to drink.
Corey.
Maybe Corey can tell us why we're out here in the sticks.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I mean, the important part is that he invited his entire high school class to come hang out at the cabin with him for some reason.
Anybody want a beer?
His 90s friends.
No, we're fine.
Fine.
What is it? Just say no week?
I'll tell you all about my family's depressing
Boy,
history
keep it
over
around.
a couple of fish burgers.
Over some Cokes and a Milwaukee's Best. No, we don't drink that filth.
Has there ever
thing's
been a
about
more
this big.
ironically titled beer?
What's so funny?
I suppose not.
Nothing, Dell.
No, we're just down here talking about your dick.
Just a little thing, Dell. It's not worth mentioning.
So I guess, she must have dated him.
Corey,
The
why'd you
blonde
bring us up here?
who's Corey's girlfriend.
Is he okay?
Because they were talking about
No,
Dell's penis size. Oh, her name's Elaine, by the way.
The girlfriend.
Her, Elaine.
Yeah.
I know.
Her and
Couldn't.
I think her name's
4 days after he was born,
Barbara or fucking something like that.
his family disappeared from a farm near here.
I wrote it down.
Where was your dad when
Hold
that
on.
happened?
He was in an incubator in a
Give
hospital.
me a minute.
If you hadn't been there.
I gotta go through my notes.
I'll give you several
Anyone ever
minutes.
find his family?
No, but
Yeah.
right after I was born, he came up here to find out what happened.
She's the only one who showed up for
He never
the
came home.
cast.
Something
and
bizarre
crew
has been going on at that
interviews
farm for a
on Blu-ray.
long time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna find out
Everyone
what.
else killed themselves.
It's a game called High on Life.
So the sequel to this movie is going to be meta, and it's going to be the filmmakers traveling to this cabin to find out why the actors killed themselves.
My grandpa made Deamon win here 30 years ago.
That would be
The
a great
next day,
sequel.
he killed himself.
Next day. All the demons, the
Let me give you
undead
some
demons, are the
advice,
people
son.
that attended the premiere.
Pick your friends and go
There was a
home
fire
now.
at the premiere.
We've got business at that farm.
Demon wind.
Belongs to me now.
I keep hoping something
You
different.
do not own that
happens every time
property.
I watch the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Like it'll change, you know.
Then just who owns the land, old man?
Like Clue.
When that was released in theaters and
Yeah.
had different endings.
Right.
One of these days, you'll walk into the theater to see Demon win, and it'll be the ending that makes sense.
Yeah. I keep buying Blu-rays, hoping that the new Blu-ray will be different.
You know, you not only got an attitude problem,
Always hoping that
you're also out of your fucking mind.
You
gotta learn to respect the elders, boy.
One of them
hurt you. Now just hold on a minute.
Is that
here,
on the
mister.
menu?
It's on the menu.
There's a
We don't want any
fish
It's
trouble.
all. There's no.
No,
the menu's
no
quite
trouble.
fascinating. There's no vegetarian options.
Then all of you
It's
get
all
them
like
cars,
weird, disgusting
go back
food
where you
that
came
costs
from.
50 cents.
Oh.
See,
Oh yeah, pastrami,
fish
ham
and
sandwich,
chips,
fish
yeah.
burger.
Fish burger, a hot link sandwich. Can we get back to the menu? Okay, fried chicken, barbecue beef sandwich. So they have a lot of meat options.
What are you trying to hide?
And that's
I
it.
saw what
And nobody
happened
paid
to
for
the
their
Carter family.
Cokes or
It was the drought
their
of
beer.
29.
Originally, I thought it was Ireland,
Hot,
but it's
dry
shot in
wind
Thousand
blew
Oaks,
that
California,
The cattle and
outside
the
of Los
crops
Angeles,
burned to a crisp.
by the rolling
The smell of
hills of
death
Thousand
hung
Oaks,
in the
California,
air.
which is doubling for some kind of country area somewhere.
All the families were in
Rather
church.
vague.
Except the
Thousand
Carters.
Oaks? Is what it's called?
They never
Thousand
missed
Oaks,
church.
Thousand
California. It's a city.
That's where 1,000
I went up to see they were all right.
struggling actors live.
Oh, 1,000
God help
jokes.
me.
That's
I
what we
saw
got
them.
for you on this commentary
I saw.
track, ladies and
So what did you see?
Commentary track. We're in a movie theater.
Everywhere.
Oh, right. Sorry. That's what we should
Blood
say
on the
while we're in
walls.
this movie theater as aliens.
It's a good thing that there's no other people watching this movie. They'd be very upset that we keep talking over it.
Right. They would miss the plot. Anyways, whenever you guys are ready, I could tell you the lineage.
Yes, I'm ready right now to know the lineage of these characters I don't care about.
Well, it's not so much about these characters. It's more the backstory
Okay.
of the entire premise of the film. But here, our harbinger of doom is warning them to not go to the cabin. Even though at the end of the film, spoilers,
No, it ain't even
he
loaded.
is an insane priest.
Please, boy. Don't go
who
up there.
turns into the son of Satan.
I have to.
And his legion of demons
I know.
are there. So
Well,
you think he would want to add
just
more
follow
to his
that road
legion of
to-
demons
till
by
it
luring
ends.
these unsuspecting kids to the grandparents' farm to be turned into demons,
It's
right?
all right.
Instead of warning them away, right, Rich?
It's a reverse psychology. It was very effective.
Okay, you think he was going for a reverse psychology?
Pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, who invited Dracula?
The wonderful world of
Rich,
man.
more friends are showing up.
Today,
These are the
we
magician
land of
friends.
illusion and fantasy, where the commonplace
More
is
friends?
fantastic
No,
and the fantastic
or magicians.
commonplace.
This is the early
know your
roles
former boy was
for
gonna be
Sean
here.
Penn
Well,
and
neither
Kevin
did I.
Bacon as a man in a Dracula costume.
He's a magician. That's a magician's cape.
It's okay, sure.
Harcourt is not impressed. Now, Mike, you've seen this before, right?
Yes, I have.
You've seen this 14 times
Yes,
before?
yes, I have.
I'm assuming, like, they're really hammering it in that this guy's a magician. I'm assuming that's going to pay off later, right?
flowers.
No, the kicking pays off. He's a kung fu magician. Let's look.
Oh my god, I saw you do that.
Yeah,
You
he's
did that thing earlier today.
Yeah,
Were you trying to reenact this movie?
I was the famous can kicking scene,
It's a staple of most magic acts.
and I don't know why anyone would show up in a tuxedo doing magic tricks
Skinny
when
little
you're
chicken
going
shit.
on
I'll shove that karate crap up your
a
ass.
quest to find
my
your
guest.
friend's dead grandparents' burnt down cabin.
Easy now.
Apparently, he brought a rabbit with him, too, just to do this one trick.
Actually, you just did the smoke bomb thing, and then the rabbit happened to be there.
Oh,
So it's like fortuitous, you know.
wow, that's great.
Cool out.
He has dozens of rabbits on
I
his
should get
person
you
at
come here
all
and help me.
times.
Okay, this I
Just
don't
in
need.
case something comes out.
You never
agree with
know.
We don't need
Rich,
the
it's Sean
theory
Penn, not
demonstration,
Richard
you know what I
Gere.
mean? I
Are
agree.
they both magicians? Or is this
I
the
didn't think you guys
magician's
were gonna make it.
assistant and they couldn't get an actress?
And this a
There can be
chance
two
to play a
magicians.
grand resort like this?
I
to bring
disagree.
magic and wonder to the hinterlands?
I
To hang out
honestly
with beautiful
don't know.
people?
I was surprised
My
to
man,
find
it
that
just
this
isn't
was
any other place
a
to be.
film made in the U.S.
Besides,
I mean, it has all the
needed us to
markings of
be
like a
here,
weird
so-
Italian movie.
Tried to make something American?
Yeah.
Magic!
But
So,
it was shot in Los Angeles
what exactly is
by
the nature of this little
people in
expedition,
the
if I may
Hollywood
ask?
system, by low budget, of course.
And I'll show you.
Dale, you still coming?
They didn't even know?
Yeah, we're in.
No, they've all been driving for hours to go to an undisclosed location
I don't know
for
where,
unknown
but I wouldn't
reasons.
miss it for anything.
These are some good fucking friends.
There's not much to do in this. I guess they're. I don't know where they're all from. I don't think the movie ever tells us.
I drove 4 hours to be here. What's going on?
And I wore my best tuxedo and the Dracula cape.
Well, I recognize the magician. He's the only actor in the film I recognize. And it's not because he looks like Kevin Bacon. He's in the film Shock 'Em Dead, where he played a nerd turned rock and roller.
Oh yeah,
that has to eat souls.
Some
Did we watch
bitchin'
that?
idiots.
We've seen that film, yeah, with Tracy Lords.
Oh yeah. That's funny because
Son of a bitchin' idiots. That sounds like an Italian.
All the way,
I
Captain.
mean, an Italian would
yeah,
write.
Yeah. So I say it's funny because there's also
You're making a bad
porno
mistake,
actress
boy.
in this too.
There is?
Maybe
Yeah.
so, but it's mine.
Is it the old man?
No, the nudity lady who comes out of the woods and kind of lures them out of the house. Remember?
Oh. No, I don't remember because this is the first time I've seen this.
I don't think
You're the only one who's seen it multiple times now.
I think I looked up all these actors on like IMDb, and almost every one of them ended up in porn after this.
You know.
Whether it's softcore. Remember all those softcore programs, the Red Shoe Diaries? and
Oh, sure.
Passion something, and all those titles were coming up. All those Skinamax, late night
Damn
Skinamax
fools.
flicks that Rich would tape on a VCR and label as football game. I knew what you were up to back in the day. Why do you have so many VHS tapes labeled football game? Football game 1, football game 2.
That was the sticky one.
All right, everyone, we're back on the road. If anyone spots the plot, let me know.
What, they just throw garbage out of
They
their
just
car?
no, they just threw out their magician uniforms.
Oh, because they realized they weren't going to like a resort with people.
Yeah, but this probably were expensive. I mean, that Dracula suit looked like a fairly nice Dracula suit.
You would think if he wants to be a professional magician, he would want to hold on to that, even if he's not going to use it this weekend.
It's the magician code, Joe. You're only allowed to use your outfit once.
Then it must be destroyed.
Yes.
Do you think like some horror movies are made as just an excuse to, you know, fill a movie with like gore, or maybe some nudity? Is this movie just an excuse to film people driving?
And they found an egg with a bunch of maggots in it.
I never saw it.
Oh, it's accidentally got in the shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, should I tell you all about the history?
Yes, Mike. Please tell me all about the history.
Well,
I'm
We
waiting.
got time.
We need context. Okay. So June 8th, 1929. Corey's father was born. Should I go chronologically here?
Yes, you probably should.
The farm. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to wait. Oh, look, the grade school kids were doing Shakespeare in the park.
Is the skeleton a part of the family lineage?
I don't know who the skeleton is.
Is that Uncle Remus?
I can't believe they left that up there for 30 years.
More than 30.
More than 30, yes.
30 years
60.
ago is when the or no. Who died 30 years ago, Mike?
I have it all. I have it all written out.
You know, you keep saying that.
I don't believe him.
So I think the skeleton was burnt in 1931.
That's what we saw in the opening, yeah.
And so the movie came out in 1990, so we're going to assume it's 1990.
Okay.
Which is...
So 60 years.
60.
Yeah.
The skeleton's been up there for
Don't
60
touch it.
years.
Please.
And as Rich, you noted before, the ligaments that hold the bones together have not been burnt or rotted away.
Yes.
The skeleton remains intact.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it just doesn't fall into pieces. I guess there's no police in Ireland. Or no one drives down this road ever? I don't know.
Like, literally ever.
Does this take place in Ireland? I know you said it's
No,
shot in
I'm
California.
just joking around because it looks like Ireland.
Do they say where it's supposed to take place?
They don't. I think we'd like to talk now about the set and what all this is before I get into the lineage.
Okay.
I may not have time to squeeze it in. Oh my God. What's the fucking problem, Bonnie? You're studying to be an anthropologist.
Oh no!
Oh my God, that was Skeletor's brother.
It's all completely irrelevant, isn't it?
Well, okay, so this guy here is Corey's dad's brother. Now let me get into it.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
So the film opens in 1931, and there's a body being burnt on a cross. I don't know why. But the two people we see in the opening of the film are Regina and George, which are the grandparents of Corey.
Yes.
But that's not where the story starts.
Oh my God.
The story really starts in the 1800s. The farm was built by Corey's great-grandparents, and they followed a guy named Anders, who decided to start a satanic cult. And the satanic cult killed 3 little girls, and then the townsfolk gathered up all the satanic cult members and burned them all to death, potentially on this land. Sort of like a Freddy Krueger-ish kind of backstory, right? And they said, we don't want your satanic cult here. And then flash forward to 1931. Corey's grandparents live on the farm. I have to stop because we have to talk about this. Now watch this magic, Rich. What? Why do you think they did that? I'm going to give you 14 guesses. Okay, watch this though. Watch this. Ready? Ready? Watch this. Now.
Corey.
They did it because it's magical and weird and creepy.
Corey.
Now let's see. Watch, Rich. Watch. Are you watching?
I'm watching. I actually find this is interesting right now because she doesn't see him. That's great.
I'm going inside.
Corey, wait.
What's it? Why is it happening?
So they could film on a soundstage.
Oh.
That's why. You know why, Jay.
I have to see what's through that door. You guys can wait out here.
Is it like, we already wrote our opening scene where the cabin blows up, but we have to have somewhere for our characters to go? So they'll just go to the remnants of the cabin?
I think the idea was that
magic happens?
Just change the opening scene. I'm assuming they didn't have a good exterior where they could film at. They didn't know where to find a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
That's yes, exactly. They wanted to make Evil Dead, and they wanted a cabin in the woods in deep forest at night, dark, spooky forest with smoke and
instead they don't have a cabin or woods.
Right. So they had Thousand Oaks, California, the rolling hills and 70-degree temperatures and no woods around. They'd have to drive pretty far out of the Los Angeles area to go find like spooky woods.
Yeah.
So they just set up like junk in the middle of nowhere, and then they go inside a magical cabin.
And they used an existing set built for some high school production
To
for
Regina.
their main location.
Right.
With all my love.
Oh, look, Rich. Magic.
Seamless.
I think you meant seamful.
Oh.
There's Grandma. So
She looks just how I remember her.
her head fell off, and she started on fire when the house blew up. But the house is still there, but Grandma's burnt up bones.
No one ever cleared it out, I guess.
And nobody ever poked around here. The cops never showed up.
Then again, we are in a magical interior that doesn't really exist.
Would like a police officer that drove up to investigate the skeleton on a cross? Like,
Why does this look so bad?
because it's an optical effect.
But that should be the easiest effect to do and have it be pretty seamless, right? Just put the camera on a fucking tripod.
Well, they
did that, but back in the days of film, you would have a little bit of fluttering
The
of
film,
the film.
yeah.
Okay.
No. Don't do that.
Nu protesta Santana vivet.
Paper mache fireplace.
She creepy that. Blood on the wall. Don't read it aloud. She woke up the demons. Firecrackers. All sorts of different they were all like mislabeled, so they had different like, film stock. No, sorry, that's oh, Jesus. You'll notice that certain shots, and towards the end of the film, they ran out of short ends, and they had to buy brand new film stock. So certain shots look really nice, some shots look crappy.
What the hell's going on here?
I don't know. What was the Bonnie Red? What did it say? It was Latin. It said, now Satan shall walk.
Yes, from a real production. When they're almost...
Hey, now, are you saying Deamon Wind is not a real production?
Whatever killed my grandparents. I'm going to find out why.
Just making sure.
Yeah, we got 50 feet left on this roll. Just change it out.
We didn't use it on Back to the Future.
Yes,
We're going to give it to Deamon Wind.
Yes. You go to the film people and go, do you have any short ends? Sure, here's a whole ton of them. Load up the camera with a little bit of footage.
My battery's dead.
We got it one shot where Del pokes his head out of the car and says, my car won't start. And, that's
We have to get out of here
one take.
now.
She's right. This
So
place
it was kind of a mess.
Serious.
But,
I'll tell you what we
considering
witnessed
it
here
looks
is
pretty
a
good.
hallucination.
Most
Come
of
off
it
it,
looks fine.
Jack. What happened in that house was real. You saw it with your
So
own
the
eyes.
demons
Well, then I don't believe my own
are
eyes.
stopping their
Things like
cars
this
from starting.
simply don't
right?
happen.
Jack, there is
Demons
something
won't
here,
let the
something
batteries
evil.
start the car.
Evil where?
That's what's going on.
There. It's been waiting all this time
Waiting for what?
for us to come here. Promise me something.
Anything.
If we die, don't bury me here.
You're not going
It's
to
a weird
die.
thing to say, but
You're
Promise
not going
me.
to die. Bob.
Okay, I promise, but nothing's going to happen.
Especially not
I won't
going to
let
turn
it.
into a plastic doll and then start
get
on
her out
fire.
of here.
Okay,
I'm
that's
almost certain that's not going to happen to you, Bonnie. That would be very strange. Then it wouldn't have to bury you, right? So I promise that I won't bury you, Bonnie. Because I won't have to bury you if you turn into a plastic doll and then start on fire. Oh, back to the lineage. So, 1890s, satanic cult, farm, got all burnt up. Flash forward to 1931, Corey's grandparents are there. It says Mrs. James, which I think is Corey's grandma, had triplets. They were killed right after birth. They weren't even human. All the children were the same except for
Man, look how
Corey's
fast that
dad.
fox running.
why was he different?
I don't know. And then Corey's dad also had an older brother, which is the kid they show running up and spitting the blood
Spitting out blood, yeah.
So I guess she had 5 kids? And the triplets? I don't understand it.
I think we're in
She had
trouble.
2 normal kids and 3 demon babies. I get it. I get it.
But
I
the
don't-
dialogue says she had 4 kids, and one of them was
It's not the
Corey's
same forest.
dad, right?
Miss James had triplets.
Yeah, and on the
Triplets.
They were
Okay.
killed right after birth.
Same power
They
that was in
wasn't
that house.
even human.
Look, it's coming back.
And that's it. So his dad survived out of all the kids, I guess. Oh, the dad was in an incubator during the events of the opening.
Oh,
He was born in 1929. The explosion and the demon attack happened in 1931.
yeah.
Oh no, here it
So
comes
he was
again.
3 years old and still in an incubator at the hospital. And that's why his dad was able to survive.
That's really fascinating.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Now
God.
here's the demon wind, everybody.
No, I've never seen this. I don't know what's going to happen. But
no.
does he also have alienation DNA in his bloodline?
Thermion.
Oh my god.
What?
So these are the 3 girls from the 1800s that were sacrificed to Satan by
Oh.
Anders demonic cult.
What?
These are not the 3 kids
Where'd you come
of
from, little
Corey's grandma.
That's who I would assume they are.
No, look at their attire. They're
Sure.
clearly
What?
pre-1930.
Why do we have so many lineages and 3 children?
I don't know.
Are they related to the stick girl from earlier in the
No,
film?
the stick girl is unrelated.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
Hey, is this one of those Cabbage Patch Kids? These are worth a lot of money.
You lied.
What?
Oh no.
Even if you plan for the
wouldn't do
worst,
harm.
I bet none of them could have expected
Whatever's
that
here
to
isn't going to
happen.
let us go.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You got any other hot news for us?
Yeah, the sun's gonna be down in a few minutes. We got 2 choices.
You know, that
Cars
man
at the house
sounds
for the night. I think
just
we'll be
like
safe
one of
in
his
the
friends.
But something in there just tried to kill us.
I don't think
That's
so.
an
I think
amazing
whatever it is,
acting
he's only trying to warn us away.
It's a traumatic experience.
He
so-
sold me on the emotion of the moment.
Just a feeling I have.
Yeah, well, that's just great, pals, because your
How would you
feelings
process
got us in
that,
the
though?
shithole in the first place.
I don't know if I could.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the motherfuck just happened? Holy shit, did you see that?
Then you'd start running with like a load in your pants. Or you'd fall down one of the hills
Well,
and roll down in your own filth.
no Buick.
That'd be really embarrassing if that happened to the blonde guy in this, because he's wearing white sweatpants.
Crazy.
Oh.
Holy, you're all crazy.
It was a poor choice with all that grass around, you know.
Yeah. I mean, sweatpants are always a bad choice.
Della's just secretly super worried about getting grass stains on his
There's nothing left
favorite
for us to
white
talk
sweatpants.
Come on, Terry, I can see it in your
So are
eyes.
these 2 characters together?
They were.
Now, and I'm gonna stay
But
with
now she's with
I love you.
what's his face back there?
Flash
Yes,
Thompson.
yeah.
Flash Thompson.
And he's with Sean Penn now.
Don't need
Okay,
me.
okay.
You don't.
They're gay magicians.
He
Life's
switched
just a game to
teams.
you.
Okay.
It's not to me. I need somebody who's serious about me. Dell is.
Is this the time for that conversation?
No. Yeah, their friend just turned into a plastic doll and started a fire. It's not really the time.
We could fight if you want to,
Maybe they weren't that close to her.
Right.
but we don't have anything to fight about.
They should have blamed Kevin Bacon and Sean Penn and said that.
Well,
it
let's
was
go
one of their
inside
magic tricks, right?
Good idea.
That's what they call set up and payoff. Yeah, that was one of your fucking magic tricks, Kevin Bacon, and he starts punching him. Bring her back. Bring her back, bro.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Like, one of them just doesn't believe anything that ever happens in the film.
'Cause
The
we have
entire film.
Yeah. We've established these 2 guys show up as magicians, and then they think they're playing a prank on them, right?
Other friend's head just explodes and brain matter flies all over the place. Stop doing your magic tricks, Dave.
Right, exactly. Rich, how did they get this footage of your house?
They gave me $20.
Yeah? Is this the house you grew up in? All these pictures of Jesus and garbage all over the floor?
Yeah, after I fixed it up a bit.
Okay, you cleaned up for the
Cleaned
film
up,
crew?
You know, I'm gonna film a movie at my house.
Do you have a fireplace made of construction paper and tinfoil?
Now, why are they cleaning up?
I don't know. Because they got to spend the night there.
I
And
think
who
it's
wants to
gonna be
spend the
okay.
night where a bunch of firecrackers blew up a turkey? In glass, right? Not me.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
To be fair, they can't leave.
Yeah. And they ruled out sleeping in their cars because one character said, "I don't want to sleep in a Cadillac with you, bro." Look, he's got the little things that a magician.
Oh, hey, he's doing a magician thing. Just in the very edge of the frame for no reason.
I'm sure we're gonna get a big payoff in his magic skills.
Yeah.
You bet
Can't
we
wait.
are. You bet we are, everybody. What else is on the soundstage?
They're filming Cheers right next to this.
Just a ghost.
That wasn't his mom. That would be his grandma?
His grandma.
Okay.
God damn it! I just explained the lineage.
I'm trying to keep track of the lineage.
His mother and his mother is not in the film at all. His father is. We don't know what happened to his mother.
I was about to ask, did I miss something with the mother?
No, it's just not important. I don't know. Maybe she died at some point. I don't know. It's really of the grandparents and the great-grandparents. Okay, Jay?
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Maybe his mother was an alien nation. His mother was a third one.
There you go. Oh! Dr. Egon Spangler's ghost is here. This is a proton pack. So this is Grandma's diary, right?
It's the Necronauticon.
Necronauticon? Did you just slip that in there, like all casually, like? Or was that just? Did you just mispronounce it and it happened to work?
No.
That's a quality joke that you should have given more prominence.
Yeah,
you just said it so offhand.
You did, yeah. I mean, it was really spot on.
Being the diary of Virginia Carter, born June 8th,
I think that was an accident.
No, I had thought of that before we filmed.
Okay. So we'll call it the Necronauticon. Grandma's diary, and she writes in, I don't know, some kind of ancient language.
Well, this part's not her diary. This is a book she just found, and then she took over. So this
I
page here,
conjure
she started writing in Sharpie. This is where Grandma took
my
over.
child from the evil touch.
How did the edges get so perfectly
Rise
burned?
now and approach.
She bought it at the Michaels around Halloween time.
Someone took a lighter to the edges to try to age them.
I'm sorry, what was that? I wasn't listening.
Christ, you trying to give me a heart attack?
I could ask you the same thing. Oh, God. I made you some food.
What's that? Oh, she made him a bologna sandwich. I'm sure the bologna's from 1931 is still good.
Yeah.
They had a cooler.
You really know how to show
Oh, they
her a
did?
good
Yeah.
time.
They brought-
One of them was holding a cooler.
They brought sandwiches?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
I guess no one knew where they were going.
Like, you got to plan ahead.
Someone brought their swimsuit. They brought a cooler full of beer and sandwiches. They thought
The
they were
magician brought a bunch of rabbits and doves.
He thought he was going to be playing a show, like doing a magic act. We thought they were driving down to Cancun.
Depending on how the rest of the weekend goes, they're going to be eating
It
those
is
rabbits.
dusk. I know tonight I will die.
You know, you tell your friends, hey, I
Even
got an
the
idea.
spells
We're
grandmother
going to have
taught
a
me can't
mystery
save us now.
vacation. Prepare for anything. You never know what we're going to do. And then they show
I know
up
that
and
someday
just like,
you, my
oh,
king,
yeah,
will face
you're
the
gonna help
evil
me.
that comes for me. In
You're going to
bottom
help me
drawer
clean
of
out
the
this
evil
demonic
You're gonna-
cabin.
You're gonna help me
sacred
clean
set
out
of
my
seven.
dead grandmother's demonic
The other five have been lost.
His
It is
plan
written
worked
that
real
with
well
all seven
because
you can kill the
everyone
son
got
of
whittled
Satan.
down except for him and his girlfriend.
I pray these two
So
may
he
help.
invited the proper amount of people to solve the mystery, figure out what was going on at his grandparents' cabin, and he eliminated 11 of his friends.
Maybe he doesn't like any of those people. That was his goal all along.
He was tired of getting invited to their like parties and events and stuff.
He successfully killed off all of his girlfriend's exes.
There you go. That's it.
Hey, Evil Dead has a dagger. What if we have two daggers?
That'll make our movies twice as good, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, not issue number 1 of Good Housekeeping. That's worth a fortune. I saw it on Antiques Roadshow once. Yeah, so the daggers, I think Grandma's journal said, 7 daggers will kill the son of Satan.
Found something.
I don't
This
know how
farm
she
was
knew
built
that.
by my great-grandfather.
But they
He and a
only
group
have
of
2.
settlers
5 are
followed
missing.
a preacher
5 of the
named
daggers
Enders
are
to this
missing.
valley.
I don't know.
But when they arrived, Enders
Do what you will with that information, Corey.
Bible, and the true God.
Like
he
they never
found.
find the daggers, right? The other daggers.
No.
Why even bring that up?
Yeah.
Well, because they use the daggers to
Trying to raise the
stab
devil.
demons.
I know that, but why bring up that
Then
there are
3 little
5
girls
lost
disappeared.
ones?
I don't know. You'd think at the end they'd
searchers
find
found
them. We need all 7.
What was left
Yeah.
of them
Yeah,
on an
and
altar
then they're
behind
buried
Enders'
somewhere
place.
out, and they have to run and get them, and
was
Son
a
of
real
Satan's
sick
running
pup.
after them. And then they have to
was
get
a
to
big
the
fight.
special spot where the
Enders
other
and all
5
his
daggers
followers
are
were
buried
burned to
before
death
the
in his
moon
house.
rises or something.
That sounds
Right.
fair.
We have to solve the cryptic clues to figure out where they are.
Right.
You get some things happening.
Rich,
After that, everything was okay
you
until
can't
the
stop
summer of
watching movies.
1929.
your knowledge of how a
That was
movie
the year my
is
father was born.
constructed is just far too good.
I know it hurts me when I actually watch movies.
Mrs. James has had triplets. They were killed right after the
It's a
birth.
detriment. It's
None of the
becoming
babies
a-
was even human.
All the
a
children were
crippling
the same.
handicap on your part for enjoying films like Deamon.
What was so special about him?
Like, why don't they do the most
I have no
most
idea.
logical thing?
But the last entry reads,
Why doesn't this make any
Everyone
sense?
is
Maybe
dead
streamline
except
all
George and I.
the family stuff.
It's all hopeless. I can hear them
You're
rising
hoping
out
for
in the barn.
Well, we can bring the other daggers back and Deamon
Oh,
win too.
there you go.
No.
And that's what
It's
happened
like
to
a
my
precursor
family.
to the MCU.
Now we're
Just
in
planting the
Billabong.
seeds for future Demon Wind universe films.
There was a sequel that was going to happen. Then they thought, better not. That's true.
That's not even a joke.
No, that's
Kick some supernatural ass.
the straightforwardness of that is what made it funny. Just they were in the theater, they were watching the dailies, and they said,
John Wayne.
"You better not."
Jerry, what choice do we have?
That's a good point.
It's Comic-Con.
Man, I just wish we had some hand
Press
grenades. or something.
conference. And they showed the
I'd
chart
rather have a Tahitian vacation.
with the timeline. And it just says Demon Win. And then the line just goes on into the future with nothing coming off of it.
It ends with bankruptcy.
Releasing in 1999,
Vegas.
Demon Wind.
You know nothing spiritual lives in Vegas.
The end.
The end.
Vegas it is.
Okay, here we have our two magician characters.
Stacy! Come
Trying to be lured out by an elderly porn star.
for you. Come out and play with me.
These actors said, "Yeah, I think my mom would do some nudity."
Oh,
Child.
She's a
Stacy!
MILF.
Come
I
out.
want to hear you say that again.
please never, don't ever say that.
Stacy!
Hey, Corey, guess what we just saw?
The movie literally put everyone to sleep.
Hey, Jack, wake up. I guess it only wants us.
Here I am.
They decide to go out together and fight demons to the death for no reason whatsoever.
Well, that's They just acknowledge that they understand that topless lady is actually a demon.
Yeah.
So you think if they understand that, they would just stay inside?
Yeah,
Shoot at her from the window.
sure.
You have long range weapons.
Yeah. Why do they even go outside?
Oh, so they can die.
Oh,
And the demon, the lady, or just whatever force is at work here, puts everybody else to sleep.
Or just wake your friends up and tell them what you plan to do.
Well, they were put to sleep. I don't think they were sleeping naturally. I think the demon wouldn't put them to sleep, or whatever evil force is at work here. Lured them out for no
right.
reason.
I was gonna say,
Let's
what
dance.
is the demon's plan? What does the demon want? Why can the demon not go in the cabin?
Why are you using demon in singular?
Well, demons. I don't understand. It's a demon wind.
Jay, they
so-
saw Evil Dead. And they know how it works.
Well,
You can't go in the cabin.
okay.
Flimsy cabin. You should easily be able to get in. They can't do it.
Well, Jay, this was made in 1990, right? So we're talking like
Over here.
the age of the home video
I
market
have
trends, right?
something for
Maybe a little late than that, but what I'm thinking is, yeah, they slapped a crap movie together with some things that you could put on the box, people in demon masks, right? And right nudity because they had ladies.
Yeah.
Put that. Eat this. Face on the box, a couple of guns, and then boom, you got anything.
I think we're in trouble.
Right?
I think you're right.
It looks sort of like a movie.
It looks sort of like a movie. You know is that all the demons are chooses for some reason. Green slime. Maybe one of the actors
get out of this.
like
Got it?
So like those giant cans of nacho cheese.
Hey, Chuck.
What?
with Maestro.
Oh no.
Presto.
Something got Sean Penn in the neck. Ripped open.
Established that the demons can do whatever they want. I mean, they turn somebody into an exploding gun.
Yeah, you really shouldn't start with that.
I think that, I don't know.
Oh my god.
The karate kicking paid off. Remember when he kicked the can of soda around Rich?
Yeah.
And then he kicked it right in Del's face.
And now he'll never do it again.
And then he's just gonna die. And that was
What a great payoff.
Why didn't they go out with guns blazing? Why didn't they go out and use magic tricks to trick the demons? Rich?
That could be a fun thing you do like later in the film. I made it. A big plan for getting out, and then use the magic trick as some kind of distraction.
Where's Grandma?
What's happening?
See, all those demons and all the old period clothing were the townsfolk from the 1800s that followed Anders' satanic cult and all got burnt up by the villagers.
Okay.
Maybe he's running from like a demon.
Yeah,
In the house, and so then
Oh,
like
no.
he hops into a cabinet. And then the demon opens the cabinet, and it's empty.
Oh, yeah.
That is just so simple and
Then we cut. We see him running outside the house, to like where the car is, to get the dagger.
perfect. How about he leaves his magic hat?
Terry, look.
And
We gotta keep our act
demon
together.
looks
We're gonna
into
get
it,
out of
the
this
rabbit jumps
alive.
out of the hat.
Didn't you see
and
the blood?
claws at the demon's face. How about that?
Okay.
What if he saws a demon in half?
Del, we're gonna check the
Kinda like
back.
a magic trick. He just saws it in half.
No, and then the two halves of the demon regrow on each side and make two demons.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's so many clever things you can do if you have half a brain.
Why didn't you tell the others about the
I mean,
daggers
really,
you
just
spelled
half
in
a
the
brain.
Tell him what? That my grandmother was a witch? She used spells to protect her son in this house?
Yes, you tell them that because you're in a
Half
magical,
crazy
awful
Jack's a bastard.
situation.
There's one more thing and either of them
They'll
could
probably believe you.
Maybe those
At
spells
this
could help
point,
us.
yeah.
They didn't help her much.
Oh, is this when he decided to not tell his friends about his grandma's spell book?
Yes.
Yeah. After the first girl turned into a doll and started on fire,
All bets are off then.
that's when you tell them everything.
Just open up.
My grandparents
Keep this
had a
something
demon
else.
house, and you're all in it. Whoops.
So, in addition to the satanic cult, his grandma was a witch.
Don't even think that,
And
Corey.
that's
I got
not
me
related
into
to
this.
the demon magic.
here
That's her
because I
own
love you.
magic.
I don't know.
And she uses spells to keep the
God, I
demons
get so
away from
lucky.
her family.
Magic.
Right?
Yes and no.
Oh.
Well, see, there's religious symbolism around, right? There's pictures of Jesus and all that, and
Yeah.
then there's a pentagram on the floor, and then there's like Wiccan symbols, and then there's also a crucifix on the door. It's a
Yeah.
little mishmash of a little bit of everything.
You're assuming they knew or thought it out.
Yeah, I think they just said whatever. A crucifix on the door, but also some kind of mystical.
But also she's a
Wiccan,
witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she casts spells, right? Typically, spells and magic and witch stuff isn't in line with Christianity.
Yeah.
She's maybe you know,
That's what voodoo is.
Honey, you're all right. It was
but
only
not
a dream.
Christianity.
All
I
right
think there's
now.
some weird mishmash there.
Okay, well, maybe she was a voodoo priest, the lady. I don't know.
God, I wish
She's,
I
I think she
home
just,
right now.
maybe she just went with whatever could possibly work to keep the demons away, right? A couple of Jesus pictures, why not? And then some spells, I'll do that too.
They should have just moved.
It's Willie and Rita.
Guns, sure.
Oh, good. More characters.
Shut it off.
Should have just moved.
The whole point in introducing your group of characters is to have them get killed off. Now we've killed off two characters and introduced two more to take their place.
How many people did you invite on this trip?
What
Don't
did you
shut
say?
it off. It's a Suzuki. It might not start again.
Don't shut it off.
Also, there's demons.
Oh.
The demons Stevens can shut the battery of your car off.
We just got here.
But apparently they can only do that after the car is already stopped.
Right.
Demons can only prevent things from
Get back inside.
So 2 new friends have arrived.
But why?
Also...
No, I'm serious. Why are there 2 new friends? Why did the movie need 2 new friends to show up?
I don't know, other than more bodies, but...
Can't they just show up with everyone else in the beginning?
Yeah.
Hey, Corey.
Well, everybody...
It seems like an odd choice to have just 2 more people just show up randomly.
Sure. Well, they have enough people to kill off at this point. I mean, there's still 4 more characters floating around.
Del, are you sure
Is it
you want to
possible
do
that
that?
2 of the actors quit?
Yeah, I'm sure
and
as
so they
about
just
anything.
replace them with 2 new characters?
I would normally think that, but I didn't hear any signs of that on any of the interviews that I listened
Like I told you before, honey, wherever you
Also,
go,
they all
I
met up at the gas station, right?
Yeah.
But then these 2 new
That's why I
characters
keep it with
somehow
me.
knew where his grandparents' farm was. I don't know.
Well, they read the script.
Oh.
You may need this.
Thanks, Corey.
Okay, so Dell
Let's get outta here.
and his girlfriend are deciding to just leave. They said, we're not going to spend another night here. We're just going to walk and hope that the same thing that happened before doesn't happen again. Right?
I mean, I guess, what other choice do you have?
They just nailed those 1/4-inch pieces of
I
plywood
don't think they're
to
gonna
the
make
door,
it.
Jay.
I don't
The
think
house
so
is now
either.
The
secure.
door that is also made of 1/4-inch
Better get back
plywood.
to work.
They never told those new characters what's going on.
Very confused.
They're
I don't
just-
know if these new characters have another line of dialogue for the rest of the film.
They're just like, start nailing boards to the window. We're in a situation here.
But what's happening?
What happened to our magician friends?
Presto, they disappeared.
And why is there a burnt up doll on the front lawn?
We don't talk about the doll. We're all kind of traumatized by that. And why isn't Corey told us about his grandma's spells and the demons?
Why is the fireplace made of construction paper?
Grandmother?
Why is the fireplace made
Because
of
it's a
construction
cheap
paper?
set. That's why.
It is you in the house, isn't it?
Oh, there goes the set.
Grandma's ghost did that.
Grandmother? What are the demons afraid of? Grandmother?
Yeah, I guess that's another thing. We have a satanic
Grandmother?
cult, we have Grandma was a
Corey?
witch, and now we also have Ghost Grandma. So we have demons, witches, and ghosts.
Ghost Grandma just showed up to tell him where her diary was.
No.
And
Sure.
then she
What
never
do you
shows
mean?
up again.
Well, I say we attack it.
And also, he
No.
has some kind of
Bonnie
psychic
mentions
connections.
she felt
You remember he
something
touched
from
the
the barn.
skull?
Jack's
Of
right.
his
My grandmother
dad's
mentions the barn.
brother.
Maybe there's a doorway
was
that
in the
leads into the
dirt.
barn.
Oh,
the
yeah.
same way that
And
leads
electricity
into this
came
house.
out, and then he
that's the
knew he had
center
a
of this
flashback
force.
where the
We gotta
dad's
find
brother
some way to
spit up
destroy
blood.
it.
Does the dad's brother tie in with anything?
No,
What was
about
the
it,
point of
guys.
that scene?
No, the dad's
Shows how
older
beats
brother.
bleeding.
He's the kid with the overalls.
I
He's
don't wanna
running
go,
up and he
but if we
spits
have to,
blood
let's
out.
get it
I
over
remember
with.
the scene, but why
get
was that there?
Look at the
Why
shots.
did these people show up? Why are there 5 missing daggers?
Because his grandma had 3 kids. They were triplets, but the dad has an older brother.
Oh,
Triplets usually don't rage in ages, right?
that's
They're
true.
born at the same time.
That's why they're triplets. Yeah.
That'd be a fucked up pregnancy.
Yeah, it would be a really weird pregnancy.
If they're born at different
abnormal.
times, then they're just siblings.
Right, yes. But the triplets were killed right after birth. And they wasn't even human.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why.
Okay.
So she had demon triplets, but then she had his dad and his dad's older brother, which would be his little uncle.
I'm sure she's not
hear it?
Hear what?
sure.
Oh, no,
you're
you're
wrong.
wrong.
She's a demon.
But you're wrong.
And she has chopsticks for fingers. My grandfather went the exact same way. Maybe she stabbed him in the brain?
But I love
you.
That's why one eye doesn't work. I kind of like that.
She had that random nerve that went to the eye.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well, they're dead now, I guess.
No, they're now demons. Okay, so here's their only plan, which is
to walk to the barn.
The Rich, what you described as the yuppie Harry Potter
human, that's
says, I saw remnants of an old barn over there. Maybe, just maybe, that's the source of all the demons' powers.
Look, considering Corey won't tell them about
on.
the fucking spell book, which is their best chance, they're working with what they have. So I haven't felt something with the barn. Maybe we can do something there. This house isn't working for us.
Let's go check out the barn. It could be the source of the demon
Maybe we'll
powers.
find an anti-demon device in the barn, or maybe there's a portal of hell there. We can close it.
Sure.
I don't know.
Maybe there's nothing there.
How to do that? I don't know. Maybe, like, I would maybe try to start the barn on fire, right? Knock it down.
Sure. Why not?
I mean, they could try anything. It really doesn't matter because they don't know what's happening.
They're just going to go look around the barn. The barn, they think if they pass through the door of the barn, it'll have an interior like the house.
Well, they were right there.
Look, this is just like Scooby-Doo. They have to investigate mystery.
Oh.
Before we find out this whole thing that's just a ploy by old Farmer Brown.
Get people to go to his gas station.
He's trying to scare people away from his gas station.
He's trying to sell the most fish burgers in the county. Looks like a barn to me.
Oh, the rival gas station also sells fish burgers, so it's the demon ploy to scare people away from the other gas station.
That's already a better movie.
Have our two new characters said anything?
No, they're just here.
They're just there.
They're literally, they're just here because halfway through the movie decided it needed some more bodies.
Well, I hope one of them doesn't get their head squeezed by a cow skull.
Oh my god, that's a cow skull.
Oh no, it's gonna happen, isn't it?
How did you know, Jay?
More typical a goat.
What is that?
Yeah, cow.
But they didn't have a large.
How do you have all these answers? Are you just
It's an altar to the devil.
speculating, Rich?
That's horrible.
baseless speculation? Yes.
Rich was a part of the production.
But there is
He was
something
hanging out with Lou
kind of
Diamond Phillips behind the camera.
Right. Oh, she said something. She's very. She's
No,
lured
it really
into
is
the
beautiful.
satanic skeleton. They can pull on the draw, right?
They've done all that they can do.
There's a lot of.
They just let go and just watch it happen.
Looks like she's smiling.
I like the blood gets in her mouth and she's like spitting it out. Like you'd really be doing that if your head was being crushed. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like, ooh, gross. Ooh, there's blood. That sort of that instinct turns off when your skull's being crushed. I think.
Gay magicians are back. They should do some magic now. Some demonic magic. Like a variation of one of their magic tricks from earlier. They pull a pigeon out of their jacket, but it's just a skeleton or something.
It's like a raven.
But you're
And
dead.
it's just pecking their eyes out.
Hey, there you go.
What's already dead?
Yeah. You see, even the basic amount of creativity just
right
falls
there.
out of our
I'll have to blow
Well,
you
why
into-
even introduce them as magicians?
Working here.
Yes.
This is the house of the
Or they
dead.
do like, the endless handkerchief, but it's like endless intestines.
Ooh, that's good.
We've out a couple of magic tricks for you, and then a whole bunch of like bales come out, and they sit down on them, and then like they're on the stage, and like all these things, and they start doing a magic show, and they're like, we need a volunteer from the audience.
I just saw one in the hat.
Yes, sure, why not?
How about instead of that, they just stand there and everyone runs away?
And goes back into the cabin.
And goes back into the cabin.
Jay, that is great. That just saved them $50,000 in the budget.
God, where's Willie?
He must still be in the barn.
Those are their new friends. And that's her boyfriend with the white jacket.
Corey, don't use the dagger!
So this is dagger number 1. That's a girl that skull.
You killed me.
She just shows up halfway through the movie, and then she dies right away.
Well, she had to get blood on her head. That was probably mildly inconvenient.
You'll all scream in hell tonight. All of you.
I'm thinking of a joke about their wigs. It's just not coming to me.
I know, they're really bad wigs.
Because you don't need to make a joke. Already is a joke.
Yeah, we don't even need to keep talking, do we? Just let the movie play out.
And all the zombies or the demons coming out of the barn.
Why now?
Yes. They stirred up the hornet's nest. You know? They shouldn't have gone in that barn, right, Rich? What do you think happened? Why weren't these demons in?
Now what's happening?
I were writing this. There would be like some kind of spell or something that the demons were trying.
They can't reach us.
Are you sure?
Maybe they needed, more sacrifices to finish the spell. Yeah. Story.
Taking clock element, like something we have to root for.
Something our heroes need to stop.
Yeah, the spell. Once the spell is completed,
Satan comes out. That's how that
the
usually
portal
works,
to hell.
right?
See, that's the problem. That's the joke.
Shit, the
is you want
demons
an
must have broken the spell.
antonym of thriller, so you could say
I don't think
filler.
Here, take this. I'm gonna check
because
the
this is filler.
That's not bad.
There, see, I did it.
Good luck to you
I'm a
too.
professional joke maker, right? I just had to work that out.
It took a lot of effort.
Can I sing that a little bit? Because this is filler, right? Without.
You can probably get away with that.
Okay, and it's parody.
Yeah.
It's I'm protected under parody clause 3189 in the U.S. Constitution. Because this is filler. It's a filler night. Okay, so Grandma cast a spell, some kind of spell of protection on the ruins of the house, and then the protection spell worked until it stopped. Too many demons, maybe? I'm trying to search for an answer.
Knows how many demons are out there?
The spell only worked for like 5 demons, and then like 8 or 12 came out.
It's a 60-year-old spell.
Okay.
That's some very bad timing for our characters then.
It was just like the last day that it was still valid. The spell is good for 59 and 1/4 years.
Well, that's what our character gets for procrastinating. He could have done this at any time throughout his life. He wanted to investigate this cabin.
Well, actually, no, Jay, that's wrong.
Oh.
He decided to look his father up for no reason. after 20 years.
Okay.
Then his father killed himself, and after his father killed himself,
Where did they go?
He heard a voice
I don't know.
in his head that said, "You have to go."
Maybe they're
and
still afraid of the
investigate
house.
Your grandparents' cabin. Perhaps that voice was demonic in nature, but he was lured there only after his father died. Yeah, and you're missing really the basics.
Are you saying we're not currently watching an episode of Star Trek?
We are not, despite all the aliens and science fiction elements. We are indeed watching a horror picture.
Called Satan Farts.
Or maybe it's a comedy, I'm not sure.
Maybe that's the problem. When Alex Kurtzman was researching Star Trek, because he just got hired to write for Star Trek, instead of watching TNG, he accidentally gave him a copy of Deamon.
Right, labeled it Star Trek The Next Generation.
He's watching this. Well, I guess this is Star Trek. Lots of guns, violence.
He's so...
And the plot can't make any sense.
He's so incredibly stupid that when he put it on, he didn't even notice.
Is that one guy? Is that Kirk?
There's Kirk with the shotgun, right?
It's Kirk with the shotgun, yeah?
Monsters break into house. He's writing notes with his crayons.
Spock the one that does the magic? Crayons.
Jack! Jack, it's Bonnie! Please help me!
I heard about a guy got bit by a demon.
Bonnie! Help me!
That turns him into a demon?
It does.
That's a new piece of lore we've been introduced to.
Again, lots of hybridization going on.
Jack!
It's zombies and
Bonnie!
religion and spell casting. Anything goes.
Bonnie.
Oh, that's right, Bonnie.
Not a doll anymore.
It's an apparition. She's trying to lure him. Were they boyfriend girlfriend?
Yes, I believe so.
But she also slept with Dell.
Everybody slept with everybody.
And Diane or Elaine slept with Dell too, and
Check Stacy's bag for more ammo.
This wants to be evil, that's so bad. I'm surprised yuppie Harry Potter did not cross it.
I don't want to plagiarize too much.
Why did Terry tell the port?
There's no way we can keep him out. Tell Jack to get in here.
What are you talking about?
I'm questioning the logic of the witness.
I don't know why he's using a gun. They got another dagger. In their downtime, they really should have been learning all these spells. Really reading that diary.
Yes, that's a lot of stuff.
It seems to have a lot of information. And then it's used at the end of the movie. Then they start
Jack?
using it as...
I wonder if it was a complete afterthought.
What?
Were the scenes with the book tacked on later? The whole ending?
I don't know.
When they realized they had no way how to conclude the story.
Yeah. Gee, they're all crooked in the same way.
It's almost like they're reusing the same prop teeth. Hopefully they sanitize them between people.
Not you.
Otherwise Daniel Radcliffe's going to be really upset.
Jack, we can
Just a
fight this.
demon Fun fact, the close-up, that was the hands of the director. He felt he had to have
He was the only one who knew the actions that needed to be performed for the scene to work.
There's a special way that a demon would grow breasts without permission, right? And this actor just wasn't doing it right.
It looks like a turkey leg or something for a second there.
I don't know what I just saw.
He turned into his normal self, then an 8-year-old, then an infant, then a dove.
Yeah.
I mean,
seeing him like DH, I guess, kind of is something.
Well, we all start off as doves.
But why
I don't know.
Jack, you turned into all those things.
Plan, Elaine.
I saw his
I think
soul.
we should start reading
Hey,
your
you did him a
grandmother's
favor.
book.
Let's start figuring out what's in that book. Seems like it could have some important information. Why did I watch it 14 times?
She's trying to figure it out.
Does it make any more sense this time so far?
No.
So when this is over, should we just go back out into the lobby and buy another ticket?
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep watching it until it makes sense. This is the worst trip to a demonic
sorry.
I'm not. Wait, those aren't demonic zombies. They're just people from Walmart.
So they use both the daggers now.
Yeah.
I
And
have
the daggers
arrived,
are
my
just gone.
children.
Wait, what happened
Gather
to the friends that
now,
showed up? They
come
just,
my
like, died
sheep.
Yeah, they died.
off camera?
No, the girl got her head bit by the
Oh, that was
the
her.
skull.
You're right.
Yeah.
The cow skull.
Tonight,
I think she just slashed him.
Oh.
Or she and then she attacked him in the barn. Then she appeared later with his decapitated head.
Oh.
At some point, she cut his head off.
How shall your suffering end?
Oh. Somebody's coming to save him, Rich. Well, not save him.
Our time is at hand. Gather now, for the time is come. I bring you greetings from the Shadow Father.
Okay.
Yes, my children, come unto me.
I guess, maybe.
So, my children,
It's hardcore.
at last have we gathered. And after
Oh my God. It's
shall
the guy
we
from
complete
gas
the
station.
cycle.
And he's brought fish burgers for everyone.
So I know I'm the one who's seen this 14 times, but Harcourt, is he just an old guy that wants to continue the demon cult? Like independently of...
Or is the old cult leader who just because of the demon magic?
To me.
Oh, you're talking about Anders. He is Anders.
Is he?
Yeah, he might be Anders.
I'm sure the movie will explain everything.
So all the demons turn, why does, what?
Oh no, it's Bonnie again.
Poor Bonnie.
Can't get it.
So all the demons coalesce and turn into Bonnie, so that the son of Satan can suck her life force out.
What's the importance of Bonnie? Entire group of people.
She's a virgin.
There's nothing we can do
The
for
thing
her.
is, she's had worse first dates. Could have at least bought her dinner first. But yeah, it was never set up that this is some kind of virginal sacrifice. I think he just... Oh, fuck it.
And now is this Anders that is turned into Satan?
We gotta try it. Dress her
I
with
think
the shot.
Anders gave his mortal body up to the son of Satan to possess him.
Oh, okay.
But the son of Satan is so big and gross that...
I have waited long for this night, Harmon.
Fish sandwich. Fish burger. A burnt up fish burger. I really don't know.
He looks like a cancerous orc.
Yeah.
From Lord of the Rings.
What time is it? I love you.
I love you too.
An orc with
Oh,
leprosy.
thou white light.
Yeah.
Oh, spirits of goodness and peace.
And I'm still
Oh, Earth Mother who watches over us.
I'm not Satan himself. Just so you know, he's the son of Satan.
Touching sci-fi story. Modern work is dealing with cancer. He has to break into his work family.
But then he just ends up going to like the Battle of Helm's Deep and getting killed.
So he's trying to do all the things, like, you know, within 2 months he's got left to live. He has to do all the things he wanted to do with his work life.
That's good. Oh yes, he's wearing the clothes of Enders or Harcourt, whoever it might be, and it's all ripped apart. So yes,
I will be done.
Okay, the screenwriter's best friend.
Oh my god! What? What? He's an alien?
Oh my god.
This is an Alien Nation prequel.
He turned into a Thermian from Galaxy Quest.
They
did no good. I took her husband and her
Did
head.
we know he could do this?
And now you're gonna pay for
Pan out
that.
of your pocket and throw it on a light on a candle, Jay. Anything can happen.
Just kick the son of Satan in the nuts.
I'll teach you agony before you die.
That's like when you're going to try to defeat the son of Satan. It's the first thing you try.
Just kick him in the
Kick
junk.
to the balls, and then after that, move on to other things.
Is there any context explaining why Corey looks like Thermian?
No. I've speculated in the past that he is supposed to be an angel. Because he's got like weird ears.
There was some kind of dialogue in there establishing that this is a possibility? Hinting that this might happen?
Please, God.
It should be explained, yeah. I'm going to agree with you there. What's happening should be explained. Right?
The only thing that's not the demon is the incarnation of the angel. Something.
It says here, when we read these 3 lines, you can inhabit the body of the angel, which will allow you to do battle with the son of Satan. Can I be turned back into my normal self after? I don't know. It's a risk we're gonna have to take.
To be fair to this movie, nothing like this happens in The Evil Dead.
No, nobody turns into an alien.
So yeah, he's impervious to being attacked. What?
Oh, he's coming around. Thank God, Corey, I couldn't find your pulse.
Oh
I
my
thought
God!
you
It
were-
was all a dream, everybody.
Man, you gave us
Lamest
quite
of
a
all
scare there for a while. You're like somewhere
What
else.
is it really?
Corey, are you all right? Yeah.
Has It's All a Dream ever been satisfied? Ever?
Where am I?
We're at your grandparents' farm. Remember we drove
Wizard
up
of
here?
Oz?
A Wizard of Oz, it might not really all have been a dream.
Yes.
It could have theoretically happened.
What happened to me?
We walked in the front door, looked around, and you just went out like a light.
Inception?
Man, you hit the floor so hard it's like you got belted by Mike
Is it all a
Tyson.
dream in Inception?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about that. I don't remember.
Jack, you're all right.
Rich,
You're all alive. Of course
your
we're all
argument
alive.
is invalid.
Just like real life.
Why is
You were
it?
just
I
dreaming.
reject your hypothesis.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Oh no, it's not a dream. This is such a lame horror movie cliche.
Freak out.
Yeah, ending.
It's been done in this film before. Remember when Del was trying to get fresh with his lady?
Yeah.
And it was Kevin Bacon with his face ripped off. Nope, now Elaine is a demon.
It's the flesh and blood so well.
She's going to be the bride of the son of Satan.
I'm sorry.
Her?
Yes.
I love you. Love you too.
Because
I guess because she's the only one left.
she's the only female left. So
But the only reason all the other people are dead is because the demons killed him for no reason.
because she's Corey's girlfriend and we're supposed to kill her.
Oh.
Wait, the dream wasn't a fake out ending. It was just a random thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an illusion by Satan to make him think that he was back to normal.
That's so fucking weird.
Although he didn't keep the illusion up for very long. And I
That
think
is
always loved
so fucking weird.
it was so that
No,
Satan
Dad.
could turn Elaine into a demon and make her his demon bride. But Corey woke up and interfered and turned her back into a person with his angel magic. Aren't you following along?
Is this a cameo by the director?
Oh, because he killed
Stop
himself.
it! After looking at the footage.
He's the producer who invested all of his money. But he can't hurt Corey because it's just a memory, and Corey is now.
I'm not afraid of you.
A monster man.
A monster alien angel.
You're the one who's terrified.
I fear nothing from you.
Taking you back to my spaceship.
Another lie.
Son of
You're
Satan.
terrified of us because we're alive. We can feel. You're only a shadow.
I will say
You
I
hide
don't
behind your
hate
cheap
the makeup.
magic tricks because you're dead.
Oh, the makeup's a good.
God changed
this
you
son
into
of
a
Satan
snake
guy,
and a chicken
he's
shit
pretty
at the
gross.
same time.
Looks like a festering cold sore. Whee! Oh my god. Not the gourd. The gourd fell off.
I just while the makeup itself isn't bad makeup, that they made him look like a 30th was a weird choice.
Yes.
Especially since we don't know what he's actually supposed to be.
I was gonna say, I would offer suggestions of how they could have done it differently, but I don't know what he's supposed to be.
It looks like he belongs on Babylon 5 and not in a horror movie. He's got angel in his bloodline.
But if they're going, are they going for an angel?
Corey?
No, I made that up, but it makes sense. That's how you become an angel.
You gotta connect all the he's flying.
Oh my lord!
He's the greatest American.
Get the diary. Read the last spell.
Which one's the last spell? I don't know. Just read anything.
The one on the back page.
Something over
Call upon the power of
it.
light.
But the demons also have kind of those pointy.
Send it back into the darkness from where it
like,
came.
I'm going to go. He's the opposite of a demon. Which
Burn this abomination. Cleanse
maybe
it from
give
my
him
blessed
armor,
earth.
like
That will be dead.
Sure.
armor, right? Something like that. Costume.
Glowing blue eyes. That's fairly easy, right?
Or keep him looking exactly like this and just have a line where someone says, "Oh, he is transformed into an angel," so we understand what's happening.
Can't stand. It's
Knew that paper mache fireplace was a fire hazard. Wasn't that the twist at the end of Quantum Leap? Was an angel?
No.
More or less.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I don't remember that.
He ends up in a ethereal cafe, and God is the cafe owner.
Oh.
And there's all the other leapers there, and they're basically like angels
Huh.
that fly about through time and fix problems.
So, are all of their friends burning in hell now?
Yes. Corey feels real bad about inviting them.
Like, that sucks.
But, you know, they made it, right? They made it. And that's all that really matters.
You're protected by this balsa wood.
He's no longer a Balthermian. And he kind of found out what happened to his grandparents.
Corey, you're human again.
So he feels, you know, satisfied.
Is it over? Is it really over?
I don't even know if it started. It was a little bit confusing, honestly.
Especially towards the end there.
Yeah. You just got all your friends killed, Corey.
You did it.
We need to talk about a relationship, Corey. I think it's best we both move on from each other.
So should we tell all of our friends' parents what happened?
Should we explain this to the police? What a prick. He's smiling and laughing like,
Yeah.
And everyone's dead that he invited to go on this thing. It's not like it was like a group decision to go on this trip to a cabin in the woods, you know?
Maybe they weren't his friends. Maybe they were all her friends.
Okay.
No big loss.
Yeah, no big loss for him.
Oh, let's stop here. This place has provided us with no problems.
Let's go to the place that was owned by the man who was the son of the demon.
Who literally became the son of the devil.
Gotta go back to the gas station.
The Pee Wee's Playhouse store. And they're going to find Lady. Remember
Harriet?
Lady from the beginning, Rich?
Elaine?
Yeah.
Is that
1940s Lady.
Harriet.
you? Oh, I'm so glad you came. My uncle, he was...
And she is also a demon.
Of course.
Come here.
Although she wasn't stuck in the barn like the others. She got to live at the gas station.
They defeated all the demons, except they didn't.
Well, she was aligned with Hardcore, who may have been Anders.
But see, now the book, they no longer have to cast spells.
Just the existence of the book can kill demons now.
They can shoot lasers out that send them to quantum leaps.
Why did they go to the gas station in the first place?
To kill her, because I guess they knew she was a demon.
They highly suspected it.
Okay.
She was hanging out with Harcourt. Although, see, they missed Red-Headed Stepchild.
They didn't notice this demon. But now we know that demons are very easy to defeat, so it's not that big of a deal.
Just hold a book up at them.
I guess.
And a He-Man laser comes out and zaps them into nowheres.
That's why the sequel was more action focused. The aliens of Demon Wind.
Demon wins?
Demon Winds. They go in with a team of Marines.
We detected multiple demon wins.
The Marines of Thousand Oaks, California, walk around with all these books attached to the barrels of their guns. They shoot blue lasers at demons. I think that could work. Demon wins? Yeah, demon wins. The demon wins
Although for a movie called Demon Wind, there's very little demon wind.
No, you're wrong. There was lots of demon wind.
There was not any demon wind.
Yeah.
There was demon fog. I guess you could say that's the representation of...
It's the demon wind.
Demon fog is the representation of
Even that isn't in it a whole lot.
That's your complaint about the movie?
That's my only complaint. Other than that, 10 out of 10.
Okay. I'm very happy with the amount of demon wind in it. Okay? That's not the problem. The problem is everything.
I've seen so many horrible movies. I give this one a 3 out of 10. Let's go watch this again.
You think it'll make more sense if we watch it again?
It might. It's worth trying.
You've watched it. If we watch it again, it'll be your 15th time.
Right.
It'll only be my second time. It might be helpful. We all collectively watch it multiple times. Together, we can figure it out.
Sort of think.
Yeah.
I like it. So what do we do for the rest of the credits? Just sit here?
Yeah, why not? I don't got anything better to do.
It's fair. We don't get you down and Phillips in the credits. For some reason, he didn't want his name on this.
Whoa, look. Lewis Jem Phipps.
Oh, that's him!
Lewis Diamond Jem
Yeah,
and Phipps is
yeah,
Phillips.
God, that's it.
That's it. Found it.
His wife left him for Melissa Etheridge. He was married to a second AD, and all I got was Demon Wind.
She said, "Come to my window." Right?
That's an alternate title for this movie, actually. There's a lot of that.
Yeah. They use a cleverly hidden pseudonym in the end credits.
Yeah.
Because he refused to have his name on this.
Wise move. Very wise move.